Imagine a world where every injustice was met with silence, where inequality thrived simply because no one dared to question it. Now, what if I told you that one man dared to challenge centuries-old norms and brought a voice to the voiceless? Welcome to the world of Jyotiba Phule, a visionary who believed knowledge was the first step to freedom. Today, we're diving deep into his timeless quotes that will shake your perspective and challenge your thinking. Phule once said, "Without knowledge, intelligence was lost. Without intelligence, morals were lost. Without morals, progress was lost. Without progress, wealth was lost." All this happened due to lack of education. Think about this chain reaction. It's like a domino effect, starting from a lack of knowledge, leading to a breakdown in society. And the real kicker, this isn't just about the 19th century, it's happening even today. Without knowledge, progress stalls. Hey, have you ever wondered why you're encouraged to question things? Phule's insight answers that exactly. Phule believed that education wasn't just a tool for personal gain, but the backbone of social equality and empowerment. He saw education as the path out of ignorance and into freedom, the kind of freedom that comes not just from wealth, but from wisdom, dignity, and self-respect. He knew that education was the way to liberate the oppressed communities who had been denied access to knowledge for generations. Phule's teachings weren't only about knowledge, they were about equality. He once said, "If God is the creator of this universe, then how can his creations be divided by caste?" It's a powerful question, isn't it? Why should people be divided based on their birth? Phule's mission was to end this false hierarchy and remind us all that true freedom means casting off the shackles of imposed inequality. What if I told you this inequality still affects millions today? Stay with me as we uncover why Phule's fight is still relevant. Phule believed the caste system, along with Brahmanical supremacy, kept people in darkness, trapped by systems that discourage unity and progress. To live life in freedom, one has to discard the bonds of slavery imposed by caste, he said. It wasn't a gentle suggestion. Phule was making a revolutionary call for each person to break free of unjust traditions. This wasn't just about society's rules. It was about individual self-worth and human dignity. But Phule didn't stop at caste. He was also an early advocate for women's rights. He said, "A country or society which does not respect women will never become great." Imagine this, a society that thrives by empowering every individual, including women, to rise. Phule wasn't just talking about education for men. He wanted to liberate women from the social chains that confine them to household chores, away from opportunities for growth. If Phule were around today, he'd probably tell you to stop scrolling on social media and go read something inspiring. Jokes aside, Phule's vision was serious. He envisioned a world where both women and men contribute equally to society's progress. He believed women's education was crucial, not only for their self-reliance, but for the progress of society as a whole. If women and Shudras are given education, they can become self-reliant and contribute to the progress of society. His words remind us how crucial inclusivity is for genuine progress. Beyond just education and equality, Phule knew that one of the biggest obstacles to progress was blind faith. Phule critiqued oppressive traditions by saying, "God created humans and humans created religion." It was a bold statement. He didn't attack faith, But he did oppose superstition, 10 practices that maintain the status quo of inequality. For Phule, the core of progress lay in rational thought and a rejection of any tradition that diminish humanity. There is no greater cruelty than denying someone the right to knowledge, he argued. Imagine how much suffering could be avoided if only people were given the tools to think freely. Imagine the change. So what can we take from Phule's teachings today? Simple. That without education, a society is bound to repeat cycles of ignorance, inequality, and injustice. Phule's message isn't just history, it's a call to action. He taught us that wisdom and self-respect are key to freedom, 10, that these are earned through education, critical thinking, and breaking free of outdated norms. He showed us that a life lived in dignity is one built on respect for oneself and for others. If Jyotiba Phule's quotes resonated with you, there's more inspiration ahead. Head over to our next video on Periyar E.V. Ramaswamy's life-changing quotes, lessons on rationalism, equality, and social justice, and explore another revolutionary thinker who challenged the status quo. Let's continue the journey to knowledge, equality, and empowerment together.